dyslexia? Dyslexia is a neurological condition that impairs a child with reading, writing, spelling, sometimes comprehension, sometimes information process, that you can tell a child something and sometimes you think that they have very short memory because you've given instruction this time and after a few minutes the child has already forgotten. It is neurological, so it is not something that you can just look at a child that like this and they'll be able to pick that here this one has this condition and this one does not have condition. Most of it, sometimes it is identified in school because that's where we have reading, writing, and spelling. So that is what dyslexia is. In the world, according to WHO, 10% of population has dyslexia. In an unsorted group like this one, I usually find like to ask, how many are we here? Could we be having one of us here who has dyslexia? So is it a reason that we need to know about it? If 10 population has dyslexia, then there is quite a number of people who have not been known why they are struggling in reading, why they are struggling in performance. And do we need to know so that we can be able to give them support? Yes. My answer is always yes, because after you have known somebody's difficult, that's when you know how to give intervention. So if you don't know, then you will not be able to give the support that is required, right? What causes dyslexia?
It's a neurological.
It's neurological problem. Yes, but what causes dyslexia? That's the other question that it's most asked by parents or by people. What causes dyslexia? Dyslexia, as I've said before, it is neurological. So somebody is born with it. We can divide it in two types. There is primary dyslexia and secondary dyslexia. Primary dyslexia runs in our genes. So it is inherited from our parents. Just like the way we inherit the color of our eyes, the skin, the texture of our hair. Same case, you can get dyslexia from getting it from your parents. Sometimes it is difficult to tell some secondary dyslexia if a person is born with by factors that of something that happened when the mother was pregnant. Something may happen and the child is born with dyslexia. And that is not it's not inherited. If the mother abuses drugs when she is pregnant, she might also get some injury, like falling, shock when pregnant. A child may be born with dyslexia. Now here it becomes difficult now to tell, is this child born with, or is it a secondary or primary dyslexia? The other cause of dyslexia, now in secondary class, is during birth. A mother who goes through a prolonged labor and the child is born with stress. A nurse or midwife will say the child has distress. The child does not cry, does not breathe. She will have a problem with breathing. She might recover, or the child might recover everything, but later on you find that he or she will go through some difficulties. The other cause is you and I can have dyslexia through head injury. You may required to be taught reading and writing again after having a head injury. In sub-Saharan Africa, we have numerous cases of meningitis and malaria. A child who gets malaria and meningitis before 5 years, when their brain is developing, the child also may have dyslexia. And this CV just, it's a cause of so many other difficulties that the child may go through. But among those things that the child may go through, may have later is dyslexia.